Hi there. Say hi, Jasper. Good afternoon. I hope this day finds you well and prospering and feeling good about yourself. Okay, where should we go? One of the most kind of amusing, ironic, and dead on point memes, if you want to call it that, but a post, social media post that I found kind of fun and chuckled over was somebody posted that the biggest waste of money that they had engaged in 2019 was to go out and buy a 2020 planner, which is, yeah. So, none of us saw this coming, right? Well, there were a few people who did more than see it coming, but that's a different subject, and I won't go there. The rest of us, most of us, regular kind of people walking around in the world that just like to get on, live our own lives, did not see coming what was coming for us in 2020. Okay, so I want to ask you a question based on not seeing what's coming ahead of you, right? What are you envisioning for your future, for our future, for the future of your family, your society, your culture, the world, and all of that, all humanity as a whole? What are you envisioning for all of us to experience as we go through this and finish this madness that we're involved in right now? What are you envisioning? What are you seeing for yourself moving forward from now? I know a lot of people are going to say, God, I wish it would just get back to normal. Well, you know, that's kind of first, two things. Let me say two things about that. One, it ain't going back to normal. We're past that point in time where that old normal is going to return. That's gone forever. Second of all, if you really sat down and thought about it, many of you would actually not want to go back to that lifestyle that you existed in 2019 and 2018 and 2017 and 2016 and on and on and on before that. Normal, right? Because normal was not really as good as it could be. There was struggle, there was stress, there was, normal life stuff going on, right? But you had your comfort zone, right? And that comfort zone was kind of okay. Not great, but kind of okay. So a lot of people say, let's go back to that. But wouldn't it be better to walk into a future where you got to be the greatest expression of yourself? A future where all humanity got to be uplifted, where love instead of hate, peace instead of war, abundance and prosperity instead of lack and limitations, scarcity, and all the problems that brings. Wouldn't that be a better world to walk into? Okay, now, some of you might say that's completely idealistic and maybe not possible, but if you're not seeing it, then probably it will not become possible. But if enough of us begin to envision a future world that is uplifting to all humanity, and where each individual gets to express themselves, their deep inner longing to be recognized, to be of value, to be valued, and to go out and make a meaningful difference in the world by the things that they do or the way that they are being. Wouldn't it be a wonderful world if that's the world that we all envisioned and chose to see as our future? And then after having envisioned it, created that perfect vision of a beautiful world of peace and prosperity, of compassion, love, and expression, fullest expression of individual selves, of everybody having the opportunity, the potential to live up to their potential. Wouldn't that be a great place to live in? So why don't we focus on seeing that, right? Choosing to believe in its possibility, to expect it to come to fruition, because each of us individually is not only envisioning that kind of world, but we're making decisions that will, with any luck, if we do it properly, if we act intentionally and live purposefully, that will lead towards the effectuation of that kind of world, where everyone is honored, where everyone has the opportunity to live the fullest expression of themselves, and to be honored and recognized, and to live in peace and abundance. First, we need to see that kind of world being possible. We need to believe in it as being probable. Then we need to confidently expect that not only is it possible and probable, but it is the reality that we're in the process of creating through our thoughts, consciously chosen way of seeing the world and our future, and through the actions, the things that we do every day, the way that we communicate, the way that we behave, the way that we actually think about going about doing the stuff that we do in the world with the intent of creating a bigger, better world for ourselves and each other, right? And Jasper included, of course. Although, as far as he's concerned, he probably already lives in a pretty perfect world, at least when we're out walking. So that's the question for you. We didn't see 2020 coming. A few people did. But most of us did not see 2020 coming. We did not expect all of this to happen. But now that it has happened, it's given us an opportunity to say, hold on a second, this is not the kind of world we want to live in. I mean, we don't want to wear masks for the rest of our lives. We don't want to be social distancing for the rest of our lives. We don't want our businesses that we started and can no longer operate, so we're going broke. Our economy's tanking. A few billionaires are making money off of everybody's shopping lust, so they have to buy from the online shops and all of that. So there's a few people making money, but for the most part, most people are suffering economically one way or another, to some degree or another. None of us saw that or would have chosen to envision that as happening to each of us and all of us collectively. So the question now that all of this has happened, and we've been given the opportunity to say, this is not the way I want my world to be, and this is not the way I want to live my life. The question is, what are you envisioning as we go forward? What exactly are you seeing for yourself and for the world? Okay, I choose to believe that collectively humanity is going through a great awakening, an understanding that there is so much that needs to be left behind, recognized, acknowledged, punished perhaps, and then left behind, and that we need to move into a different future, a future that we can collectively envision, one that is empowering to every single individual, one where all of these restrictions are removed. So I'll leave you with that thought. Bless you. Love you all. Bye.